All right, what's up everybody? It's your boy Brian, the Casual Brian, and I'm doing my long Joe Rogan video. I wanted to do a much longer one, but I'm on vacation, and so I got to do what I can do. Before I get started, if you are loving my content, be sure to subscribe and check out the channel. It's all about discussion, my thoughts, my takes. You might agree with some, you might not agree with others, but it's a good time. So anyway, with that being said, let's get into the discussion. Basically, I said that I like the old Joe Rogan more than I like the new Joe Rogan. And I find that Joe Rogan, who presents himself as a open-minded person, has become very biased. Now, I think that this is a fair criticism. Also, since it's the beginning of the video, hopefully people will listen before they start leaving comments. I still like Joe Rogan. I still watch Joe Rogan. But in the past, where I would watch any and everything Joe Rogan put out, now I only pretty much watch him based on his guest. So I watch when he has Tom Segura on. I still watch Brendan Schaub, Neil, anything MMA related pretty much. It's not just anything Joe Rogan has on. And I normally use the YouTube clips as a good way to decide if I want to watch what he's talking about. So a lot of people ask me to give some examples of when I feel like Joe Rogan is being biased. Now, let me also say this. We're all biased. Everyone's biased. I don't have an issue with Joe Rogan being biased. He's human. I'm human. We all have our biases. But he's always complaining about MSNBC, CNN, the mainstream media, which is a ridiculous term, about them being biased. And they are biased. MSNBC is biased. Fox News is biased. They, to me, are the same level of biased. If you're going to complain about the mainstream media being biased and pushing a narrative, then I don't understand why you yourself would do that same thing. You see what I'm saying? I feel like Joe, before the pandemic, he would go after both sides equally. He was open-minded. He didn't just jam down these thoughts. So let me give you an example. One of Joe Rogan's big issues with the vaccine was that it could cause inflammation in the heart, or myocarditis, I believe is how you pronounce it, in young men. And so he had two people come on his show and tell him that it's actually worse if you actually get COVID. The first was, I believe her name was Dr. Danica Patrick. She's one that talks about vitamin D and the deficiencies and the many things that happen from being deficient from vitamin D. And then there was another gentleman where Jamie actually looked it up, and it turned out that he was right. And then Joe tried to massage what he was actually talking about, and even that was wrong. And that's something that I feel like I didn't used to see from Joe. I felt like he was more open to saying, oh, I was wrong. I thought this, but I actually was wrong, and I'm happy to, be educated, to learn. A second example is his take on Hunter Biden. Now, I'm not here to defend Hunter Biden or say he is or isn't wrong or right. I don't know about Hunter Biden. I don't care about Hunter Biden. He's not the president, okay? But I never see him have that same energy towards Donald Trump Jr. And to me, if you're going to be coming for Hunter, you got to come for Donald. That's fair and balanced. And again, all I'm really trying to say is that I felt like in the past, Joe was more fair and balanced, right? He talks about Biden all the time. And if you go through my old videos, I was not a Biden fan. I did not want them to pick Biden. I don't think that he's doing a horrible job. I mean, how can anybody really do a good job with the current government? You got one side completely railing against anything and everything you try to accomplish. And so it's going to always be difficult for anyone to get anything done. A lot of people want to try to pin all the troubles that we're having on Biden, when in fact that it's a result of the pandemic and all the money that they pumped into the economy and all the businesses closing and all that. So it's very complicated, but that's the side. I'm not here to defend Joe Biden. All I'm saying is that I hear him come for Biden a lot. Didn't really hear that same energy coming for Trump. And it's just, it makes me wonder. I still support him because I don't believe that I can only support and enjoy people who are Democrats. I feel like based on your content, that's what I'm going to judge you on. If I enjoy your content, I'm going to watch it. And so that's why I still enjoy Joe Rogan's content. I would still go see him do stand-up. I went to go see Tom Segura, even though I feel like his demographic is shifting from what it used to be. And so, yeah, I was a little disappointed. I wasn't surprised. I mean, I intentionally chose the title that I chose, so I can't be surprised when people get upset. But I was a little shocked at the degree in which people came for me, especially in the video I said, I still like Joe Rogan. I just don't like him as much as I used to. And I think that you can say what you want, but unless you are a right-leaning or conservative person, Joe has definitely shifted right. Now, again, I will pose the question, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Was Joe always right-leaning, or was he pissed and responding to the media, the left coming for him so aggressively? And I defended him many times. Many of my friends said, why do you defend him? And I said, because he's an open-minded guy. I like much of what he said. Now, I never defended his use of the N-word. From the first time I heard him say it, I thought it was inappropriate. I understood what he was saying, and I understand the nuance of why he was saying it and the point he was trying to make. But every time I heard him say it, it made me feel bad. You know what I'm saying? I didn't enjoy hearing it. And I think that that's something you need to consider. Doesn't mean that you can't say it. You have the right to say it, but you're not free from the consequences of saying it. So hopefully this longer video gives you more an in-depth understanding of why I felt the way I did, why I made the video I did. And at the end of the day, I don't have to explain it. You know, you have the right to just say, I don't like Joe Rogan. I liked him before, I don't like him anymore. That's all right. So that's my video. If you enjoyed it, please like and share. And again, if you left a comment before, leave a new comment. Let me know if I explained myself, if I didn't, if there's anything else you would like to know. And again, I appreciate your time. And until next time, have a good one.